So can you tell us a little bit about your approach to this? Is there a staged approach?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, we've got the big goal in mind. We know where we want to end up and achieve, but you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, I guess. So we've got to be taking this staged approach with it, and we're mindful that children are facing danger on the streets,
Right.
from crime. There's plenty of people to take advantage of them. Street children end up in prostitution, in drug gangs, in crime gangs, and this kind of thing. And so we want to start off when we get over there by just being on the streets, and we're going to do sort of food, and the local council have offered us some places covered there where we can, it's open but it's covered, and we can put on food there each day, but we're protected from the rain, and then just kind of get to know them a bit as well during that time, which would be great. From there, we want to open a day centre. Now, this is a place where they can come during the day, spend the day, be safe, have a shower, have food, have a change of clothes. We're connected over there in different ways. We want to get some doctors and dentists in, periodically, because it's not unusual over there in one sense. If a child gets sick on the street, it can die of a broken leg. That's what it's like for the reality over there. So we're in that place then where we've got a day centre that they can just turn up to and be safe and be cared for and receive those things that they need. But then we want to move on to also having a transition house. And this will be a place, so we're not calling it an orphanage because orphanage is too long term.
Right.
So it's a transition house where we can have a family looking after a group of children at a time who come in, and then just kind of deal with trauma that they've been through, and just sort of get used to normal life a bit. Before we then, or as part of that then, we're going to be promoting adoption amongst a network of churches that we have connections with in the Philippines, and just promoting that adoption solution really, rather than an orphanage. Now, we did think orphanage at the beginning, and we bought some land for that actually, going back about 8 or 9 years ago, but we don't think now that's the way to go in the Lord. We like the idea of just going for a transition house with adoption. I think that's the goal that we're on.
That's absolutely fantastic. It's so exciting to hear, and of course it's not a new thing for you to pioneer a big project. You're not just a dreamer, are you? Because you've done something like this before in Blackpool.
Yeah, I mean, in Blackpool we started a community cafe, and that was an exciting time in many ways, a very challenging time, reaching out to people from all walks of life, and as you know, just seeing people's lives change, which was awesome, but being in the mess with them and kind of helping them through that was a real privilege. And of course, in the place that we're in now in Loughborough, just moving from, done similar things, I guess, with a food bank, and which has fed about 5,000 or 6,000 people a year. So yeah, the pioneering side of things, I think, is certainly a way that we're just wired up. And,
yeah. Well, I've known you for a lot of years, and you've always been not just able to see the horizon, but get to the horizon. So it's quite exciting, I think, to see what you've got planned here for the Philippines. Can't wait to see how the story unfolds.